Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Just welcome to my channel if you're new here. In this video I'm going to be drawing my Attack on Titan OC Arlo, because I really haven't drawn him since I created him. Really, I did do like a Christmas art that featured him, but I didn't really like that piece, I'm gonna be honest. But now the original art I drew of him I'm super proud of. The only thing I kind of wish is I add a little more depth to the background, but I didn't really go over him too much in the video of the original Speedpaint when I created him. I think I did mention that, well no, I didn't have voiceover for that video at all, but I did link over to the anime amino post that I had created him in because he was for a contest on that platform when I was on it a lot more often. So I created him for an Attack on Titan OC contest basically. And there was two categories. There's an art category, there's a blog category, and I actually won the art category. But anyways, I didn't really get into his lore aside from linking to it. I'm gonna go ahead and just read off the post here because I have it all written here. I'm just gonna read it off. So, alright, so in my anime amino post, I do mention that I have a tendency to not make fan characters because I feel like the chances of being cringe is very high. And out of the handful of fan characters I have made, I feel this one is a bit on the cringe side, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. So I go through all his art and then let's see, and then I start with him. His name's Arlo, his age is 14, he's 5 feet tall, I have to say high or tall, 5 feet tall. His blood type is AB, which, I mean, I don't usually put blood types on my characters, I just do this time because it's like a anime character, I guess. And then of course his regiment Scouts, because I mean I was thinking of putting him in different regiments. I feel like if I put him in Scouts it's gonna be like cringy, and because it's the one that everyone's in. But I made a reason for it. Alright, then we go to his personality. He's very cheerful and happy-go-lucky despite the dark world he lives in. His love for adventure and exploration quite helps him with his line of work, but by no means is he not afraid at times and doubtful of his own abilities. It is kind of cringe, I'm not gonna lie, okay. His motivation for fighting is he wants to be free as a bird, free to explore the world and discover new places and things without the risk of being eaten alive by something you stand absolutely no chance against. His strengths, Arlo's, see here's where it kind of gets a little cringe too. Arlo is very proficient in Titan combat. For someone his age, he was a natural with ODM gear and can maneuver that thing with a certain ninja-like grace. While maybe not quite to the same extent as others, Arlo is quite intelligent and can come up with a pretty solid plan on the fly. Arlo is acrobatic and has fairly quick reflexes. Despite his squishy appearance, Arlo has a fair amount of endurance. I do have some weaknesses. They aren't like the greatest weaknesses ever, but due to his young age and small stature, Arlo is a bit lacking in the strength department. Of course, as he grows, he will get stronger, but he only has so much muscle mass at 14, and so isn't as physically strong as the full-grown adults. Arlo may be quite serious on the field, but off it, he tends to have a bit of a childlike demeanor and can sometimes be naive to things. Arlo tends to hide his fear and sadness sadness behind a smile and a laugh, and although he is a very brave kid, there are some moments when his courage will just break, giving into the frightening scenario and causing him to underperform. I'm sorry, I know I read fast. I tend to do like this thing where I read too fast and I slur my words, but I hope it's clear enough. I'm also doing this early in the morning as usual, so I'm like half asleep still, okay? I'm sorry. Alright, other tidbits. Arlo graduated from training a bit early due to him being quite the prodigy in ODM gear maneuvering and combat. Arlo has generalized vitiligo. If it bothers him at all, nobody can tell, as he seems to never even notice it unless someone points it out or brings it up. Arlo wears his lucky feather around his neck as a reminder of why he fights, which is to be free as a bird. He also likes to say it brings luck, but whether it really does or not is questionable. And I have his backstory. Oh dear. Like, you guys tell me if this is good or not. I don't know. I was rereading it again when I was like drawing, planning for this video. And I'm like, I guess it's not that bad. It is kind of bad though, but I'm not really great at fan characters, okay? Arlo was raised by his aunt and uncle in the, dude, I don't remember how these are said, Carnies district. He never knew his parents and didn't know what happened to them. Whether they were eaten alive, died of illness, or plain didn't want him for some reason, he didn't know. His aunt and uncle didn't either, as they and his parents lived far apart and didn't keep in touch very well. They just know that one day Arlo was sent to their doorstep and they weren't going to leave him hanging. Due to their very enclosed location, Arlo would obviously see the wall every day, and his curious and adventurous spirit hated the fact that he couldn't go beyond it. beyond Walrose, beyond Walmaria, and to the rest of the world. He wanted to explore it and always envied the birds that got to fly right over them to and fro without a single care. At some point when he was really young, Arlo came across an injured bird. He of course took it home and nursed it back to health and set it free. He watched with wistfulness as the bird fluttered about, playing in the nearby trees, then flew up and over the wall. As he looked up, a single feather floated down to the ground. Arlo picked it up and it became his lucky feather. His reminder that there's a world to explore out there and he was going to fight for it. Later, after the breach of Shiganshina, I said that right? Yes, okay. And Walmaria, Arlo decides to train to become a Titan Slayer and join the Scouts as they not only fought for humanity's freedom, but they also got to go beyond the walls, which is what you always dreamed of. And so he joined the Scouts and got to fight for humanity's freedom, to explore the world, and to go beyond the walls. So yeah, that was a quick overview of what I've got for him at the moment. He'll probably get developed more as I draw such doodle him more and such, because all my OCs do, but that's the base for him. Hopefully it makes sense with the Attack on Titan universe. So that's where like the end of his story goes. I do go into his design if you want to hear that. But yeah, I'm not very great. And then like I haven't really drawn him since then, so I can't say he really grew and developed, because like a lot of times when I doodle my OCs, like just doing random things or hanging out with friends or whatever, I kind of learn more about them and their personality, or I write like little one-shot comics and stuff. I never really did that with Arlo. I have a lot of OCs I haven't really done that with. But I need to kind of develop their worlds a bit more. Now this one's a fan character, so the world's already developed, which is the nice thing about fan characters. You don't have to think about the world building because it's already built for you. But for my other OCs that I actually make the world for, I think their worlds need to be rebuilt. Well, I guess I could go ahead and go over his design real quick. Hopefully I don't slur my words. I know when I read I tend to do that. And so I put, forgive me, I know this post is very long already, but his design, because it's already so long. When deciding his age, I don't know, I guess I just wanted another baby character, like I don't have enough. So I decided to make him really young and very small. His outfit, well, is pretty much just the Attack on Titan soldier uniform. I really didn't play much a part in that design. Though for some reason I felt the need to give him a turtleneck, and I have no idea why. I wanted to give him some sort of accessory too, and I was thinking maybe some sort of pendant, and decided on a feather, which I ended up putting a story behind. For his casual, because I showed a picture of his casual and image, is basically just the turtleneck he's wearing, but with like shorts and loafers instead of the rest of the uniform. For his casual, it's pretty much the same shirt and well his feather, and I gave him some shorts because honestly I don't usually give my OCs shorts if in their default designs for some reason, so I just wanted to play around a bit, and then gave him loafer shoes because they are cute. Of course Arlo can wear other things. This was just to have a casual outfit already worked out in case I want to draw him in casual wear and I don't have to think about it and keep changing it. And now that I think about it, it also kind of would show his personality, like how he would dress, I guess. I mean, his casual outfit's kind of plain, but like if you were to design another outfit for him, maybe kind of give like the vibes that you would go for or something. I mean, like so it's pretty plain, but I just thought that's another idea of like giving your OC a casual outfit or two, is just to kind of, so you kind of know how they would dress for if you want to design more outfits for them. Anyway, and the vitiligo, why I gave him vitiligo? Yes, to hopefully make him more unique, but quite frankly I just want another OC with vitiligo because I think it looks neat. I have one non-fan character OC who has vitiligo, and I just wanted to design another one with it, so it was for selfish reasons that I added this to his design. To be completely honest, his design was kind of all on a whim, if you will. I mean, I thought about it, but I also just went with the flow of what first came to mind and tweaked it if I felt I needed it. His backstory, however, I did think through because I wanted it to make sense, obviously, though I don't know if it does, but I tried. Though I will probably work some details out more later. As I stated earlier, the character would actually develop more when I draw and do one, which never really did happen for this OC anyway. But yeah, so when I say I went with the flow, I literally was thinking like how old should I make him? I'll just make him like a baby, and if like what color should his hair be? Maybe gray. I never made an OC with gray hair. Let's just do that. And I didn't even think about it anymore. I gave him gray hair. And like the hairstyle and stuff, I'm just like, whatever, it is what it is. And I kind of like just whatever popped into mind. I think I did think a little bit on the eye color though. But anyway, I go down onto the illustration, which was the main illustration, not this one, so I'm just gonna leave it out. But I did go over, like, as far as deciding which characters I want to draw with Arlo, I was kind of at a loss, so I started with my two favorites, Armin and Levi, and I knew I wanted someone in the very foreground, and for some reason I felt it needed to be Sasha, and my brother suggested I put Titan Air in the background. Why my slow brain didn't think of that, I don't know, but kudos to my brother for the idea. I wasn't gonna put Mikasa in there, But I felt kind of bad that her two besties get to be in there and not her, so I snuck her in on Aaron's shoulder. Which I guess I could put a picture of the original image, but yeah, I'm super proud of that image still. Bro, it took me forever to draw that stinking ODM gear. But that was how I decided on that particular illustration, because I want to kind of like solidify him, like show him in the universe. The only thing I have, like a qualm I have with it, is I didn't put more like buildings in the back to give it more depth. It looks like they're right up against the wall. I kind of wanted the wall to look more in the distance. But other than that, I kind of like how it turned out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super proud of it. And now this drawing of Arlo is definitely not on par with that drawing. It's just a portrait because I want to draw something quick. And I want to draw one of my old Cs I haven't drawn in forever. And my fan characters I haven't drawn. I actually have two other fan characters for what's it called? Kimetsu no Yaiba? Is that the Japanese name? Demon Slayer? Loud car, bro. If any of that gets in the video, that was just a loud car driving by. I think it drove by the other morning too. Anyway, I think one of my neighbors must have got a loud car recently. I don't know. But anyway, I did make videos of the two Kimetsu no Yaiba ones, and they have voiceovers and go over their stories. I'm gonna be real, I don't even remember what they were. I have to go listen to them myself. To my cringe talk about them. I don't know, like I said, I feel like fan characters are more apt to be cringe. That's why I never make them. But I don't know, maybe there's no truth to that, but I kind of feel like the ones I've made, I'm trying not to make them Mary Sue. Like if I made a fan character, I would like not make them friends with the main characters or like besties, because I feel like that's me being cringe and wanting my character to be friends with my favorite character kind of deal. I know I don't have to worry about that really, which I mean, like in this Attack on Titan universe, he kind of can't help but be around the main characters. He's in the same like group, which like I said is kind of why I didn't want to put him in the scouts, but at the same time I wanted him to be in the scouts. I'm like, whatever, it's a fan character, people are going to expect you to be a little cringe, right? So I put him in the scouts. He's gonna be with the other characters now. Whether or not he's gonna be best of friends with them, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have made him like a generation earlier where he wouldn't be with them, but like whatever. And I was actually thinking of designing him another character for like a best friend for him. I never did, but I had ideas. But anyway, and like for the Demon Slayer ones, now they can honestly keep their distance from the main characters a lot easier, I feel like, except for the main, like the masters. I forget what they're called. I haven't watched that show in forever, but that group they're like the powerful ones or something. Maybe they can kind of come in contact with them. If I wanted to be cringe and add one of them, probably Homura to the lineup and make him like one of the big ones. It's a skilled, powerful one or whatever. But I mean, Homura is the mentor to Gurenge. Yes, they were named after the songs. You can go watch those videos. It explains everything. Even though I was thinking of giving Gurenge like a real name, and that was just his code name, but I ended up kind of deciding against him. I'm like, you know what? I did go through the effort to find a good name for him too that meant Red Lotus, but and I don't know if I want to use it, I'm gonna be real, because, or we could say that was his name, but he changed it to Gurenge. Anyway, that's a different OC. Back to Arlo. I still think he's cute, I still think I like him a lot, but I do think he's a little cringe before a fan character, but he's not that bad, I would say. I mean, you guys can let me know down in the comments if you think he's cringe or not. I don't know. I just feel like I see these fan characters people make and they ship them with the main characters. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but to me it feels cringe. And I don't want to, and I know a lot of other people think it's cringe too, and I don't want to be perceived as being cringe. I don't know, it's weird, okay? But, like, I'm not going to be shipping my characters. I never really ship my characters. So, and I mean, a lot of them are guys, so I can't really ship them with each other anyway. So, I don't really have very many girl OCs for some reason. But, yeah, so, I guess that's it, really. You tell me in the comments if he sounds cringe or not, and if he's like a cringy fan character OC. But I think he kind of is, but isn't. He's cringier than my other two, I feel like, but he's not as bad as I thought he was gonna be when I first thought of designing a fan character for Attack on Titan. But anyway, guys, as far as the actual drawing goes, I guess I like it, but I don't like it. As usual with my art lately, I just haven't been liking it, but I do like it at the same time. Post is simple. I want to keep it simple so I can draw it quick. And yeah, so I just want to show this OC a little bit of love. If you all enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, let me know down in the comments if you think this is a cringy fan character OC, fan OC, whatever it's called. And I do have a Redbubble and Zazzle store if you would like to check those out. The links will be in the description. And yeah, I might go ahead and put the links to Garanga, and Homura down in the bottom too. You can go watch those if you want. And those are the only three. These are the only 3 fan characters ever made. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, bye bye.